Have you ever set a boundary, felt so proud of yourself, only to cave in when someone pushed back? Maybe you said, I need space, or I can't help with that, and the moment someone got upset, you felt guilty and backed down. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. It's not a matter of willpower, it's definitely not about being weak or unkind. The reason boundaries don't stick isn't because you're bad at setting them or don't care about your own well being. The truth is, your nervous system was never taught that setting boundaries is safe, especially if you grew up as the responsible, overgiving eldest daughter who was conditioned to put others' needs before her own. As an eldest daughter, you were likely programmed to be the helper, the peacemaker, or the one everyone could depend on, often at the expense of your own needs and desires. This kind of conditioning can feel like a deeply ingrained pattern that's very hard to break. Step one is recognizing this pattern. So, what's really happening when you struggle to keep your boundaries? It's not just a matter of saying no, it's about your subconscious and its wiring. You're not just battling guilt or discomfort, your body has learned that pleasing others and avoiding conflict is what keeps you safe. That's why when you set a boundary, it feels like your entire system is in fight or flight mode. If you feel your heart racing, your chest tightening, or your thoughts spiraling when you set a boundary, these are stress responses. Old patterns activated by the subconscious, trying to keep you in what it knows as safety. Your body has been conditioned to avoid rejection, disapproval, or conflict at all costs. Start noticing your physical and emotional responses when you are setting a boundary. Are you feeling guilty, anxious, or maybe even afraid of angering someone? These are all clues to the old subconscious pattern that needs reprogramming. One of my clients struggled with this very issue. She was always the reliable one, the caretaker. She was the go to for everyone, her family, friends, and even her employer. But whenever she tried to set a boundary, even if it was something simple like, I need time for myself, the guilt would hit. Immediately, her body would go into overdrive, heart racing, stomach turning, thoughts of, I'm letting them down, flooding her mind. Her subconscious had learned that being helpful, saying yes, and keeping everyone happy was the path to acceptance and love. So whenever she set a boundary, her body felt unsafe, triggering that guilt response. But after working on reprogramming her subconscious, she was able to start feeling more grounded and safe in her body, and confident when she said no. She didn't feel guilty anymore because her nervous system had learned that her boundaries are safe and are actually a way of caring for herself. Now, let's do a short exercise to help your nervous system feel safe holding a boundary. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to stay true to your boundaries no matter the situation. I want you to begin by closing your eyes now, taking a deep breath in and slowly exhaling. Imagine yourself standing in a peaceful space. You're surrounded by a warm golden light that represents your inner strength, self trust, and the power of your boundaries. Light fills your body with calmness and assurance. Now, picture yourself in a situation where you need to set a boundary. Maybe it's with family, a friend, or at work. You clearly state, no, I'm not available for that, or that doesn't work for me. Picture the words flowing smoothly from your lips, calm, confident, and strong. As you speak your boundary, notice the reaction of the other person. Perhaps they seem disappointed or frustrated, but instead of feeling small or shrinking back, take another big, deep breath in and stand tall in the golden light. You are safe, and their emotions are theirs to carry, not yours. You are allowed to honor your needs, and that's enough. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let go of any lingering guilt or fear. You are strong, your boundaries matter, and you can trust yourself to honor them no matter what. Take another deep breath in and slowly open your eyes. How do you feel? Practicing this regularly can help rewire your body's response, teaching your nervous system that holding boundaries doesn't mean danger. It means self-respect and self-care. The true transformation happens when you consistently hold your boundaries, even when it feels uncomfortable for you. It's easy to get into a pattern of feeling like you need to explain yourself or justify your with a million different reasons. But here's the thing, you don't need to justify your boundaries. They are enough on their own. Start small, maybe with something simple like no to an invitation or a request that doesn't serve you. Use simple statements like, that doesn't work for me, I'm not available for that, or simply no. And then give yourself permission to let the silence do the work. You don't need to fill in this space with guilt or over explanation. The more you practice this, the more your body will learn that boundaries don't cause harm. They create space for you to thrive. The more you practice this, the more your body will learn that boundaries don't cause harm. They create space for you to thrive. Boundaries create space for you to thrive. Repeat this action daily, and soon holding your boundaries will feel natural, empowering, and safe. Setting boundaries isn't easy at first, but with consistent practice, it becomes second nature. If you are ready to break free from the old patterns and start living a life where your boundaries are respected, and if you're ready for deeper work, more lasting transformation, let's work together. In our sessions, we'll dive into those deep subconscious patterns and rewire your nervous system to support your boundaries, empowering you to live a life where you can finally put yourself first without guilt. You don't have to carry the weight of everyone else anymore. You are not alone. This can be unlearned and rewired, and you can start feeling safe, holding firm in those boundaries. It just takes a bit of practice. Bye for now.